you want to be able to generate money faster. The reason you want to generate money faster is so that you can. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, the best place for small business owners who want to make money online. Now, in this video, we will be sharing with you some of the top tips you need to implement before you start a YouTube channel. Now guys, are you looking to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube? It's not an easy feat if you don't know what you need to do. And if you want to know what you need to do, go check out our free ebook where you can download in the comment section or the description. Now guys, this is tip number one for a reason, and that is you need to be specific with your content, or in another word, you need to find a niche. Now, why do you need to find a niche? When you go into YouTube, there are billions of people using the platform, and there are millions and millions of creators out there. And so, the obvious question is, how do you stand out? The way you stand out is by solving a specific issue that your viewers might be having. If you try to solve something like fitness or money or health, you're not going to get anywhere because you're going to be competing with so many people. Now, I run a finance YouTube channel, and we've managed to generate 6 figures in USD revenue over the past couple of years. And the way we've been able to do that is by being specific with our content. What do I mean? Well, I'm in the quote-unquote finance industry in terms of content creation, but I can't just be talking about all sorts of different things, because if I did that, I would be seen as just another finance creator. However, what I've managed to do is to be specific. And specifically, I was in the stock investing field, investing in a particular way. Sometimes they call it value investing. So it's a specific niche, and that has helped me stand out, especially in this part of the world. So to give another example, let's say if you want to be in the fitness industry, you can't just say, I'm going to be a fitness content creator. It would be more helpful if you said that I'm a fitness content creator out there to help, let's say, people recovering from sports injury ASAP. Now that's going to be something more specific, and people are going to pay attention to that. And when they watch your video, if your content is good, they're going to start sharing with other people who had injuries in the past where they took quite a long while to recover. And that's how you get your name out there.
Now, you may find yourself super motivated to start YouTube immediately, but then all of a sudden you find out there's so many hurdles that you're going to go through. And one of it is you realize that, oh, your video is not that great because you don't have an expensive camera. So you start to research the prices of the equipment that you might need, such as camera, microphone, lighting. But guess what? All of those things, if you were to acquire it just to start your channel, you're not going to start anytime soon. In fact, you might not even start at all. So one of the ways of starting and doing YouTube is to just start and go with whatever you currently have. Yes, I know maybe the phone that you have is not great, or maybe you don't have like the perfect setup and lighting, but guess what? Every single YouTuber, content creator, business owner start with nothing. So now that you're combining all of that together, you need to have the mindset where you can start with absolutely whatever you got right now and make content with it. Then all of a sudden you realize that the equipments that you really desire might not necessarily be the most important thing. You can upgrade it eventually, but of course you have to remember you're doing an organic content. You're not doing an ad, which means the expectation of having really high quality is not really a big requirement. So if you want to get started with YouTube, start with whatever you have and then go from there. Now, we know starting YouTube for business is tough. Well, two of us has done it separately, and now we're coming in together to take all of our experiences, our knowledge and skills, and we want to help you to get there. So if you're interested to be mentored, then come apply for our mentorship program, and you can check it out in the link down below.
Next, you need to be comfortable with copying. Now, I know if you're starting out as a small business owner, as a creator, as an artist or whatever, there is a thing called the creator's ego, where you want to create something original You want to stand out in that way, and you hope people will recognize that originality. Now, that's not necessarily a wrong way to think, but in my humble opinion and in my experience, the timing is not quite right. Unless you're like a super special genius, right? Which I'm not. So obviously, if you are that, I have no business, helping you out in terms of the advice department. Why I say copying is really, really important at the beginning of your YouTube or your small business journey is that you want to be able to generate money faster. The reason you want to generate money faster is so that you can become original in the future. So let me explain. If you are trying to be original, trying to create your own stuff under your own terms and not copy anyone else, if you get it right, fantastic. But the fact of the matter is most people do not get it right. Most people's originality don't appeal to the complete strangers. And when that happens, then you are not able to build a business around it and, charge people for it because people don't really care about your content yet. And what's going to happen is that because you're not getting money in, unless you're from a rich family already, there's not going to be sustainability. And so you need to follow what I would call the path of a cowardly business owner. And what do I mean by that is you need to start first by imitating, which is copying. Then only you move on to innovation. Then you move on to invention, which is the height of originality. That's when you can be totally a free creator. But before you reach there, you need to copy someone who has worked before so that you can get the money in and continue to experiment as you go. And guess what? A lot of the tips and tricks to build a small business on social media are not patented. No one says you cannot copy. All you need to do is to see what works. Our channels, other really smart channels out there as well, see what works, what do they all have in common, implement it, wait for the magic to happen, and very importantly, see the money come in to your bank account, and then you'll be even more motivated to try new stuff in the future. And you won't have to worry that, things don't work out, because things have worked out.
Now, you may have learned so many things, but at the end of the day, you still have to do what we're currently doing right now, which is sitting in front of the camera and talking and telling and delivering all the messages that you need. But I know that not everyone is used to this setting right here. Because think about it, you might be focusing so much in building your business either as a marketer or entrepreneur, but all of a sudden you need to sit in front of a camera. And sometimes that can be quite daunting. You might not know what to say. You might feel embarrassed. You might feel shy. You might have a lot of things that you feel that you're not good enough when it comes to appearances. But guess what? Nobody cares about those things. So I'm not saying that you could just easily swipe it away and then straight away just be professional. What I'm saying is that what you can do is to lock yourself in the room. Give yourself the time and space for you to just make all those mistakes, get all those embarrassment out. And after you spend enough of time in doing so, you're going to realize that those are the things that really doesn't matter. And your mind will start to shift in thinking what's really important, which is delivering your messages. So lock yourself in the room, give yourself a private space, and then just make those videos.
And guys, before we move on, as usual, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Click on the notification bell so that whenever new videos pop, you'll know it right away. So guys, this is absolutely key. This is like the fundamental building block for creating a video. It's something a creator like even today, Mr. Beast, who is the most subscribed YouTube channel, I believe, on YouTube, and even he still harps on this point up to this day, and that is to absolutely focus on watch time. Now, in the future, we will show you how you can actually improve the watch time on your videos, but just to explain to you why watch time is incredibly relevant. So YouTube is a platform that wants people to stay on YouTube for a very, very long time. And YouTube itself don't create all the content. It creates 0.00001% of the content on its own platform, and it relies on creators like us or your favorite YouTube channel to create videos. Therefore, it needs to create a system to reward creators who can attract and retain eyeballs on the videos for as long as possible, i.e. watch time. So if you've got a good video that has a high watch time, very likely YouTube will be promoting your videos to other people, strangers from all over the world, versus if your watch time is absolutely terrible. This is important as well because many people, when it comes to YouTube, like to focus on what we call the vanity metrics, such as likes, such as subscribers, and things like that. But really, the secret sauce is in watch time. So if there's one thing you can take away from this video is that when you start a YouTube channel, watch time is king.
The next thing on the list on how to do YouTube for your business is that you must absolutely publish your first video no matter how bad it is. And also, you don't want to take too long in publishing your video as well. Now, I want to share with you my own personal experience. Now, in my own journey in creating content, I have taken 8 months to work on my first video, only to publish it and realize that I should have done that 2 weeks after I finished recording. Now, here's the trap that you might fall into. You might feel that you want to perfect your video to a point that is really not necessary at all. Now, I'm in the business where I coach kids on how to do YouTube, and I see a lot of them make this mistake where they take too long of a time to perfect the video. But perfection really is your own biased subjective expectation. What your viewers really care is not how perfect your video is, but rather how watchable, understandable it is. Now, you can only get to that stage once you publish your video and see what comes next. The other benefit that you get from there is by publishing your first video, tons and tons of ideas will come in that will give you better ways on succeeding your business with YouTube. So remember this, you might watch a lot of things, but if you don't publish your first video, then no matter what you've learned so far, you'll never be able to improve. So do publish your first video.
Alright guys, thank you for staying all the way until the end. Thanks for the support as usual. Come check out some of our other channels, and more importantly, if you like this sort of content, you'll definitely like some of these other videos that we have on this channel. And guys, looking forward to seeing you in the next video.